because I literally can't. I literally can't show y'all, but I want to. I want to. Hold on, y'all, cause I just popped up. It just popped up that I'm live now. So hold on. Okay. So the last well, I guess I can show y'all because what I couldn't show y'all was that this video was originally. Let me show y'all. This video was originally 21. Okay, y'all can see that it's 21 minutes and 21 seconds, y'all. Don't mind the blurriness, y'all. Like, I can't fight with these technologies and all like that. Like, but 21:27, y'all, is how long the duration of the actual video was, and of that, the video. Hold on, y'all. Okay, now let me show y'all this. Now, the video is 17 minutes and only 50 seconds long. And what I'm trying to show y'all is that what I posted on my what you call my community post about the stream jacking, that's what's going on, y'all. That's what's going on. But I was trying to tell y'all this a while ago. I think some people thought I was crazy. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I kind of know a little bit more about electronics than what I lead on, because I kind of just assume that most people know this stuff. But I guess the world is still naive to, Satan's ways and his devices and stuff, y'all. So I keep telling y'all, like, it's a reason why you see people going crazy on the internet and all like that more than you see them going crazy in actual real life. It's a reason for that, y'all, because this internet got some sort of stuff going on with it where it's like a portal, and we all know that. That ain't no secret. But yeah, y'all, it be on some portal stuff, and what I'm trying to say is whoever is doing whatever they're doing behind my page or whatever, they're very upset that I no longer want to participate in negativity anymore, and that just goes to show you that I'm doing the right thing. I am. I really am, y'all, because if I wasn't doing the right thing, then it would be no need for anybody or any entity, I don't know what it is or who it is, but it would be no need for that, y'all, And when you come to that realization, it's like it's a protection from God. You don't see it the way other people see it. Like, I don't see it like, oh, I see it like God is low key, like, or I should say high key. He's like shielding me from a world of things on this internet, and in real life too, because things that happen on the internet, comes into your real life, everything. So, I mean, like, if certain stuff is spiritually happening to you on the internet, it can usher into your real life or whatever, if you allow it, meaning like, if you on the internet arguing all day with motherfuckers, and then you go argue with, what I'm saying, a coworker at work or something like that, well, now you just let the energy that you dealt with on the internet, now you just let that into your actual life off the internet. So that's why I'm a firm believer in, me not letting things slide because it's just the internet, because it's not just the internet, But yeah, y'all, I wanted to show y'all that. I wanted to show y'all how the video was originally 21 minutes and something seconds long, and then, like I said, whoever or whatever entity decided to get behind my channel cut the video at 17 something minutes or whatever. And that's how these That's how stream hacking works. That's how all that type of stuff work. And in order for me to, what you call protection, y'all, that's it. I'm just going to have to get some what you call protection, some internet protection, y'all. I actually had this on my phone before. Yes, I'm going to have to get some spyware, like antivirus, anti-malware. I'm going to have to get that type of stuff, y'all, for my stuff. That's all. That's really all it is, y'all. It's the same thing as anything else in life, y'all, that anybody can hack into. Like you got it, like your house. You know how like somebody can break into your house, so you get an alarm for your door for your house. That's really all I need, y'all, and this issue will go away. Now, I mean, if there's some sort of computer wizards out there that can get behind that and all like that, then it is what it is. But like I said, see, that's why part of me don't really care to. That's why a part of me don't really care to fix the issue, because a part of me feel like it's God low key protecting me from a world of things on this internet that He really don't want me to be a part of, you know. And I don't see the internet the way some people see it. Like I gotta get a bag off this joint. Like that's not my mindset. The internet is just for fun for me, and that's where it starts and it stops. And I deal with my real life. Like don't get me wrong, I don't mind bringing some of my real life to the internet, but you know, and I don't mind kind of like blending in it, but I don't like I kind of know like I know what's up with this joint already. Like I know how this joint is. I know how these joint move, and I know you can't get too comfortable if you want to keep your soul. If you truly want to keep the soul you got, you know, and this is from experience, y'all, because I keep telling y'all that I'm not really new to like, you know, live streaming or anything like that, you know. I'm not new to it at all, but I will be lying to say that over the past few years I haven't noticed that there's things that happen on the internet that in my opinion, if you ask me, you know, can sometimes unintentionally slide into your real life, and it could cause more issues for you than what you originally, you know, wanted to deal with. Like meaning, like we all know what we getting into on this here internet, but some of us don't feel like the bullshit, and some of us not really worried about the money that come off here. Like we always made our mind up that, you know, if we gonna get a bag, we gonna get the bag. But how, you know, how it come, we don't know how that's. As far as like how it come, we're not betting on like the internet. Like we're not betting on it. It's like, yo, if it happened, but we're not betting on it. Only because I keep telling y'all, I know how this joint move, y'all. That's all. Like cybersecurity, yeah, that's what I would have to get, y'all. Cybersecurity. I don't know why that word finally popped up in my head, but it did. But yeah, y'all, gotta get some sort of cybersecurity. I'm probably the only stupid one. I don't want to call myself stupid, but I'm probably the only one on here that probably don't know that. Everybody else, I'm pretty sure, is paying for it, or they're not, because maybe this isn't happening to their channel. But who knows? That's why I said I don't know what entity or what is doing it, because y'all know me. Y'all know I get to analyzing. Y'all know I get to analyzing the people from the inside. You know, from the inside of this joint. So y'all know for me, I'll be real quick to be like, for all I know, it could be YouTube on the other end. You know, You might have to get some sort of protection from them. And if they won't try to break through it because then they get a lawsuit if the spyware finds out that it's them. Yeah, y'all, that could be the case. You know, once you get spyware or whatever, people stop trying because if you get past that and then you get spyware detects what's coming from where, because that's essentially what you're paying for. You know, your cybersecurity, not spyware, your cybersecurity, it can pick up, you know, who or what is coming from or whatever like that. Because it will prompt these people and let them know that, you know, there's some sort of like security measures on whatever they're trying to do. That's why I said I'm probably the only one that don't have that, like one of the only content creators that, you know, see numbers that they messing with. Like, I'm not talking about people that no one's over there worried about y'all. Like, but we all know that Ayla do got some people that's not so happy with her on here. So I'm just keeping it a beam by what's in front of me. Like, I don't like to play like what's going on ain't what's going on. Like, that's all, y'all. That's all. Like, we all see what's going on, you know, and all I'm saying is if you're not really a threat to anyone on here, then no, y'all, you don't have to worry about this type of stuff happening. But if you're a threat to a demon who might feel like, you know, you might turn some people over to God, yeah, they gonna get to working their stuff and doing what they do on Satan's internet. Satan's device. Yeah, y'all, that's gonna happen. That's just what it is. Like, why do you think I don't get upset about it? Because I understand it. Like, I understand the two worlds. I understand that this internet is a portal. I understand that, y'all. So because I understand it, I don't get upset. I mean, or I should say, because I understand a lot of stuff that still gets me upset. But I understand it, and I understand that I have to fix the problem. And there's no need to get upset until I fix the problem. So until I get the cybersecurity or whatever like that, and like I said, the anti-malware, the anti-spyware, you know, antivirus, until I'll get that stuff, y'all, then this is just how it's going to have to be. And then I mean, a part of me, I don't want to think pessimistic, but I just would hate for me to, you know, do that and then just still have this issue. But I do believe that might be the fix. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of big content creators got that stuff already on there, because there are people out here like this that would do it. So yeah, I'm a little late to the game, y'all. You know, I'm a late bloomer. You know, things don't come to me as fast as they might come to y'all, and that's fine as long as it comes to me. I'm not really rushing it, but yeah, I caught on. I need some sort of cyber security in order to keep what's ever going on out, you know. And then I'm not on a laptop, or, you know, I'm not using a PC, so it's like some of those, like, what's it called, y'all? Some of those, like, notifications that y'all may get, or, you know how alerts you may get, like when on your computer, when you got a virus or someone trying to hack it, it's like, it don't work that way on the cell phone, y'all. It's like, it don't work that way on the cell phone. If somebody trying to get through yourself, if somebody's trying to get through an account and you're using your cell phone, it's not going to really prompt anything, because cell phones don't tell you when someone's cracking through them. I mean, we all know when we go download certain apps, we give them permission, but cell phones don't tell you when people that got behind your iCloud and all, like, they don't tell you that. They don't alert your phone to tell you that. They really don't. When they do it and they can't catch it because you don't have the malware. I mean the cybersecurity. Yeah, I mean, and then if they're using anything to mask what they're doing, meaning like VPNs and all, like they're using VPNs and stuff like that. Um, then that's another thing too, you know. But that's why I gotta give me some real good cybersecurity where they can fuck around and might be able to see their VPN or whatever like that. So they can kind of get me, like their original VPN, their actual, you know, their actual information, not the VPN, not the VPN, but their real information, not the VPN, because we all know what the VPN is. That's to protect what you trying to what you got. That's to protect the cell phone or the whatever device it is, whatever software you're trying to protect or whatever y'all get what I'm trying to say. So y'all, I had a long night at work. That's all. I mean, I always say, you never know what to expect. I tell y'all, I don't complain because life could be different. That's all. And it's not that I don't want nobody to think that I have to be drama filled or have drama to be a fun person. It's not that, y'all. It's just mentally and spiritually. I just been through a lot, and it's just gonna take a long time for me to just genuinely get back to smiling. That's all. Or I should say, sometimes I get into like a weird vibe where I just kind of just go missing, y'all. And it's like, it's weird, but it's like a mental retreat. Or I'll go missing from like a certain platform on the internet, and I'll be maybe somewhere else, you know. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes that's the case. I'm just missing. It's not that. Ain't nothing else going on. I'm just missing. But I always come back, y'all. Sometimes I just need a change of environments. That's all. I just would hate it sucks being born in the 90s because when you grew up in the era where like having, like, y'all gotta understand, like, I remember when my parents had, like, my dad had a beeper, like, y'all gotta understand, like, electronics in my life didn't come until I was more so in middle school, y'all, like 7th, 8th grade, 6th, 7th grade. Like by then, I already kind of had a gist of like life, y'all. So you gotta understand, like I was another person than what I see myself on this internet. So it's hard for me to know that this internet plays a role in some of my behaviors. It's really hard for me to just know that and not do anything about it. I have to do something about that. Like, and I don't think it's just me. I think it's a lot of us 90s kids that it's like we kind of just use the internet for the wrong reasons. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't get me wrong, we use them for the right reasons too, but we have a habit of being toxic on these joints, and it's because of the way we grew up. It's like we started off on this shit for fun, y'all. Us kids started off on the internet on these social sites that everybody was calling corny. We started out doing this stuff for fun. So when we see people collecting money off of it, it's like we don't really care. But it's like it doesn't. We don't see it the same as how we did when we was younger. It's like, okay, well now everything can be scripted. I'm not saying everything is. I'm saying it can be. Now everything can be a skit. Now everything can be, you feel me, a lie, and you know what I'm saying, people just running with it to get money, or it can be that way because wherever they giving out money, always expect deception. When the internet didn't offer no money, back when we only had Facebook and MySpace, and we was doing it for fun, nobody really had to question anybody's too many people intentions. It's like the popular people were who were the popular people, and after that, everybody else was themselves. After that, everybody else was themselves. It's like, but like I said, nowadays everything has oddly turned into like this weird. Oh my God, I left my towel. My eyes is burning so bad. I don't know how it's so. Can be made for sensitive skin, but then turn around and burn the hell out of my eyes. Like every time I use that soap on my face, it's like it's supposed to be mild soap, but I don't know what it got in it because every time it gets in my eye, it burns like hell. Like even if I just get a little piece of it, a little bubble of it, like that don't get why that you know how you miss it or yeah y'all. But listen, yeah y'all, it's hard when you know yourself to be someone else. It's hard watching yourself act a certain way on the internet, even if you are defending yourself. You know, it's like it's still hard because I know that my spirit can do better than that. That's all. I know I can do better than that. That's all. I know I can. And you know you could do better than what you've been doing. Sometimes you just want to get to it, and you just want to do just that. I just want to do what I know that I'm supposed to be doing, and that's that. I don't want to get indulging in nothing that I'm not supposed to be doing anymore, especially stuff that may involve hurting other people unintentionally. Like sometimes when I go at certain situations or things on here, you know, unintentionally hurt other people's feelings that haven't done anything to me. And I just feel like it's because of things that other people did to me. And I feel like they shouldn't have to get on the internet and see that nonsense, you know? That's kind of how I feel. Like, how I feel is I'm coming off as selfish, and I never ever wanted to come off that way, and that was never ever my intention. And most of all, I'm not a selfish person. So whenever I feel myself starting to become like a little kind of like selfish, that's when I just kind of like exclude myself from the whatever's going on, y'all. Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I gotta call somebody and let them know. Um, I just gotta call somebody about something. But yeah, y'all. When you know that you be better than something, the goal is to always be better than your old self. Not the Your goal isn't to be worse than who you are. Like, the goal is to be better than what you currently are. Like, that's the goal. And I don't want any entities or demonic forces or spirits attempting to take me back to something that I know that spiritually, I'm better than that behavior. I know that God. I know that I know better. I know that I know better. And what I'm tired of is the little internet thing where it's like you know better or whatever, but yet it's this temptation to still do and say certain stuff. You know. That's irritating me the most. That is because like it make you feel like like the devil fucking with you. It's like, yo, every time I come on this joint, you know what I'm saying, it's some shit. Or yo, like every time I come on this joint, somebody coming to be negative, or I might have someone coming to trying to destiny swap or whatever. But that's why I'm just learning, just if something just truly, not working out for you, just stay from around there, stay from participating in certain activities that will put you in that, the vicinity of those things, whatever's going on around you, That's all. Cause that's really all it's about, y'all. It's really just about making sure that you're not going backwards. That's the main goal in life, is to make sure that you're just not going backwards. And I just feel like, even with me being a streamer, getting on the internet, and I could do better, and I can admit or hold myself accountable and say when I could do better. I can do that. I could do better than what I've been doing, and that's not truly who I am. That's what I've allowed the internet to make me look like. That's not who I am. That's just who I allowed the internet to make me look like. That's all. But that's not who I am. And, I don't want to claim that because it's not anything to claim. I know I could read a motherfucker for filth, you know what I'm saying? But it don't always feel good, y'all. Especially when you know in your heart that that's not what God wants you to do. The devil may want you to do that, but doesn't mean that that's what you're supposed to be doing. Just because you get a temptation, it's like that's when you gotta remember them scriptures, and you gotta kind of remember, like, certain things, like, vengeance is mine, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But still understanding that you must have discernment enough too, where even if you can't get vengeance, just don't, you can still make sure that whatever you're dealing with gets dealt with, in the right manner. Meaning, like, you can go to God, ask him to remove whatever's on your heart, remove that, whatever thoughts you may have about something or somebody, But it doesn't mean that you have to still accept the behavior of someone. It just can be, that's just you going to God and asking him to help you do something that you didn't ask to be in. And he knows that you didn't ask to be there. That's why he's always there to help. Because he knows that. So I'm learning to rely on God just a little bit more than what I've been doing, and I can come here and admit and say that lately my head ain't been 100% in the game like it used to, and something about that just don't feel right to me, y'all. You know, it's like I ain't no angel. Don't get me wrong, but I know when I'm off for something. I do. Let me check this phone real quick. I know when I'm off for something, y'all. I know when. Excuse me. I know when I'm off. I know when I'm not on. I'm not being me. But I also know that I had to go through what I went through so that I could be me again with boundaries. With boundaries. You know what, y'all? I think I might actually create a channel like that. I think I might actually do it, y'all. And it might be called Being Me, but with boundaries. Boundaries. Yes. I could totally see that for myself, y'all. Especially with this new journey I'm going on. Because like I said, when you got so much going on at once, it really is hard to pinpoint what exactly is wrong. And then you kind of realize that it's not just other people, you know, you play a role in some of it too. And when you hold yourself accountable to that, and you hold yourself accountable to whatever is going on in your life that, you know, maybe causing you a headache, maybe, you know, when you hold yourself accountable for the role that you may play, no matter how big or how small, when you hold yourself accountable for it, just see how much you grow, because that's what life is about. It's about growing. That's it, y'all. Nothing more, nothing less. You know. And it's about growing and understanding God more, so that when you grow, you understand where He's trying to take you. You know, he can't take you somewhere and you don't even know where you're going. You know, it's like he gotta know that you know where you're going, and he gotta know that you know what. Like I said, that's why I said, you know, I'm seriously thinking about creating a channel called being Me, but with boundaries. You know, I really think that's a good I think that's a good start off to what I got going on, y'all. You know, growing and learning. It's another in the thing. It's another in the thing. That's fine. I woke my dog up. I woke my dog up. This way, it's not like I got in the shower with them. That's alright. But yeah, being me with boundaries. Being me with boundaries. Being me, but with boundaries. I have to throw the but in there because the but is like the spinoff to when, you know how somebody might post a video or something and be like, oh, just me, or me out being me, and it's like, you know, it's a spinoff. I mean, it's like a what is it called? It's like a plot twist. It's like I'm being me, you know what I'm saying, but with boundaries, meaning like certain stuff just gonna get stopped at the front door. Certain stuff just not even gonna get, you know, any attention and stuff like that, you know. And we could talk about things that go on over there, that go on in life. We could talk about things over there that go on in life, and we could talk about how to get through them, y'all. So, like I said, being me but with boundaries would be the new channel, y'all. And like I said, y'all, this is usually how I come up with my ideas. Is, you know, like I told y'all, just having a spirit, another spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening, they don't stop, y'all. They don't stop. As long as you're connected to the Most High and you choose to be connected to Him, you know, you'll keep being spiritually awakened. You'll keep having spiritual awakenings. You know, that's not just a one-time thing. If you know, you know. Like, spiritual awakenings is not a one-time thing, you know. Being, hold on, y'all. Me, but with boundaries. Being me, but with boundaries. Alright, y'all, so. And if I do decide to call something out, y'all, just know that I won't be calling it out in anger. I'll be calling it out more so. I won't be calling it out to be hurtful. I'll be calling it out more so because I might feel like, you know, I might feel slighted. You know, I might feel slighted. So, you know, because I know that some people might take what I'm going through right now and, you know, try to take it as you know, a way to think that I'm, you know, at a low point. But y'all, I still would be addressing things. I just won't be addressing them with any sort of anger or any sort of, you know, malicious intent. I'll just be simply addressing it. That's it. Which I think is pretty healthy, y'all. You know what I could do? I could turn a Lady Love show into that. Lady Love. I could turn that into that. You know why? Because I ain't really doing nothing on there anyway. And I honestly feel like, how I honestly feel is that, that channel was actually made to do kind of the opposite of what I'm over here doing. Or I should say it's kind of not counterproductive. Yeah, it's not counterproductive. Meaning like, or hold on, or I don't. Let me make sure I'm using counterproductive in the right way. Right, exactly. Being counterproductive to what I'm doing or whatever. What I'm starting, my new journey, I'm starting here with y'all. When I say my new journey, I'm more so talking about whatever I come to the internet on. But I'm always on a journey, y'all. I just come to y'all once they come to me. I'm just deciding this time to come to y'all and share it with y'all. But I love y'all, and I gotta go, y'all, and I will. You know, tomorrow we'll have a different type of morning, so be prepared. If you can, if you can't, don't stress yourself. But to be honest, y'all, because of the live streaming situation, and because I'm not rushing to get the cybersecurity, I'm just simply not, y'all. Like, you know, honestly, all the other places I go live at, you know, it may be few far in between. It may not be that many other places, but anywhere else that y'all might see me live at or whatever, then you know, then you'll see me there, and my phone is working, and y'all can see me clear. So I'll still bring certain stuff here, It's just gonna be as an upload. If it's gonna be serious content that I put my hard work and time and effort into. It's just that I won't be able to interact with y'all during the stream. That's the only thing. Hold on, did anybody get in the comments and say something, because that tablet doesn't show me, and I'm actually not on my phone. I wasn't on my phone in the live stream at the moment. So let me see something. No, I think there was the other live stream that people was on. All right, y'all.